Hello everyone and welcome to Lakeside, and I hope you're all staying well, of course, and that lockdown is not getting you down too much. It's getting me down a little bit now, I must admit. Haven't seen any friends or family, just except on FaceTime and places like that, but not actually to meet, and yeah, it's getting me down a little bit now. But I guess we're all in the same boat, so we just have to carry on. Okay, so let's start with the video for today, which is going to be primarily about the roadway. I've done a fair bit on that, but probably doesn't look it. But I've spent many hours sorting out that end up there where the bus station is. So let's go ahead and see what I've done. Okay, so see you in a minute. Bye. Hello again. Right, so we're up by the bus station, and this has really taken me far too long to do what I've got here at the moment. So many things were going wrong. It was just unbelievable, really was. But however, I've got over all that. And I've now got a little switch down here which looks a little bit like a fire hydrant really, and if I press that, then it enables a coil just sunk underneath the baseboard here to activate, which then stops the bus through a reed magnet. So that all works. The only thing which doesn't work is my bus. Well, it works to a certain point. It works without the body shell on, but the body shell is so heavy. It really is. That's cast metal, and it's just too heavy for the reliability of that. It works to a certain point and then goes, no, not going to do that. So I'm going to have to change the bus. So instead of getting a metal bus, I shall get a plastic bus, similar sort of design hopefully, and I know there's a few around which are made by Bass, is it Bass? Something like that, Bass Toys. They make plastic buses, so I should be on the hunt for one of those and see what I come up with. It means having to transfer all this gubbins over to the new bus. But you know, I've done it on this, so there's no reason why I can't do it on the other one. A bit of a shame, but I kind of half expected that this probably wouldn't be up to the job, purely because of the weight. And the batteries are absolutely fantastic. I still have not charged that battery, and that's had a fair bit of use, believe me, over the last week. And it's still as strong as it was when I first put it in. So these batteries are really holding up well. And yes, I know about this wire here. I will disconnect that when I come for charging. But thank you for all those who pointed it out. But yeah, I did realise that. What else? Yeah, so I've made up a new board completely here. The old board is now junked, and this is a new board which I've made, and I've only got one join in it this time, whereas the other one I had 3 joins, and you can just see the join there. Pick it up. But everything else works fine. So if I switch this bus on, hopefully this will work. So if we get it to about here, and if I press this little switch, it stops, and then on a predetermined time it will start up again. I only have to press that button once, and then the timer underneath here sorts the length of time the bus stays there, and I can of course adjust that to whatever I want. I think up to about 40 seconds. So the bus will work with its shell on, going here, going through to there,
and all the way around there, but where it has problems is up that far end. That's where it really does fall apart. So I need to have something far more. Sometimes it goes round, sometimes it doesn't. But I don't want that. I don't want a sometimes situation. I want an always situation. The only way I can do that is by using some of the weight from here, and I can't pare this down to release the weight, so it means a new bus. But hey ho, things are meant to try us. I did try sensors like I have here, which operate on for the signals, but the problem is with that window there, as you can see I've got a blind down. The problem was the sunlight, believe it or not, because it's made up from two sensors, infrared and a receiver, and when they are active, then they can go to the timer, which sets the timer off. Unfortunately, with the sun beaming down through here, it was the sensors didn't like it, so it's triggering it all the time. So I'm not going to have the effect where I want that blind down all the time. I want it so that it works, and the only way I could get it to work was by a switchable system, which is what I have there. Okay, so that's the reason why. And apart from that, I quite like this switch because it means it's interactive. So if people want to come up and play with a bus or something, then they can press this button to make it stop, or not press it and it will carry on through the bus station. So that's that. So really next job is, I know all this works now, so that's fine. I will probably cut the end, where's my coach, cut the end of that off to about here, about there, and I will stick that in there because, oh, just not my canopy. Somebody did suggest about having this garage here as a garage for maintenance and repairs for the coaches, which seemed a brilliant idea. So I should do that, and I will just have a coach with its bum sticking out just here. So that'd be good. I like that idea. I can't remember who your name was, I'm very sorry, but whoever it was, then that's really appreciated. So there's your view of the coach station or bus station. I've got a Jolly Boys outing going on here with this old coach here. It's not the proper Jolly Boys coach, obviously, but it's one something like it. Excuse me. And there'll be a few bays here, people standing, waiting to get on the coach. So I've gone through, that really sums that up really, to be honest. I've gone through and I've trimmed the trees all the way down through Kingsway High Street, all the way down here. And that is and you can see the sun coming down through this one, look. And which comes down to the end here. And this is where the bus has problems, at this end. And it's purely the weight. The chassis goes round absolutely fine, but as soon as I put the shell on, no. So that's really it. I mean, it's coming on really well. I'm very pleased with it. I've got to obviously put in the pathways to distinguish the road from the path. Put a pathway across here to the memorial and from the other side. And the lift still works, of course. So that about sums it up as regards, as regards the roadway. Trains, as you can see, I've got 3 HSTs there, and the reason is that I should be getting some Hunt couplings, and I really can't wait. I'm really excited about these, and I shall be fitting them to in the first instance one of the HSTs, and it's going to be this one, my network rail, because I really like that. So I shall fit that, or fit those to this HST and try them out. And then if they work okay, which I know they will, then I will carry on and get some more. Oh, by the way, you're watching this at the moment with my new camcorder, and I've been using a variety of microphones along with this. At the moment you're listening to this on the standard microphone from the camcorder, but I have been using a shotgun microphone on the introduction, and I have been using the lapel mic, the lav mic, on other shots I've been doing for private use. I haven't used it up here yet, but I will do. So there we go. Not hugely exciting, but you've got a running session very shortly after this with all these running. Right, so without further ado, let's get the 135 weight in there too, and she'll be running. Let's get this running session underway, and hope you enjoy it. Oh, one thing I didn't show you was just down here I placed a bus shelter just there, because I want two buses running on the roadway, or one going up the High Street and one going down Kingsway High Street. I think that's a great shot, that. And so I should be putting a bus stop, physical bus stop there. So one bus stops here and one bus stops up at the bus station, and that will then, in theory, keep them apart, so that if they do differ in speed slightly, then it can be adjusted by the length of time they stop at the bus station. Okay, so let's get on with the running session. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that brief update, and I'll speak to you again soon. Okay, so bye for now. Bye.